Welcome to Suspension MAXX. Today we're going to talk about the individual components that come in a MAXXCam 9 Suspension MAXX leveling kit for the 2020 and up heavy duty Chevy and GMC truck. The first thing you're going to get are the patented MAXX Cams. Now these have the adjustable inner gear that you can rotate and dial it in for just the right height. Now these are exact fit. They don't fit loose on the torsion bars. They position the torsion bar settings uniquely, and in our instruction sheet is the calibration on how to set it. There's a unique little clip that holds the insert in so that it doesn't come out of place as you're facilitating putting it in the truck. The other thing that you're going to get with the MAXXCam system is our differential lowering spacers. Now these uniquely go in 4 strategic points to reduce the CV joint angle. They also include the heavy duty anchor bolts and the extra large support washers. Now on top of that, you also get new shock hardware. Now you remove the original shock studs, which are very short. You install the new studs, you install the recommended spacer, and the new attachment nut on top. Now, these are the torsion bar adjustment bolts. These are for maintenance of the ride height within the factory suspension system. Cranking on the bolt is only going to push that lever solid against the top of that cross member. That's going to give you minimal ride height gains. Now the Suspension MAXX system is going to recalibrate the initial setting on the torsion bar, maintaining the factory adjustment so you can maintain your ride down the road and initially when you put it together. The 2011 T-Maxx. This is a bigger frame, more steel, deeper throat, longer reach. So when you go to put this tool in, you can see you can't not get past that exhaust. We're going to take the pry bar right there. That is now engaged in that circular hole in the top of the cross member. Pull out the block, and all you have to do is slowly slide that torsion bar forward, and that lever moves right out. This side does have tension on the block and will require the tool to unload it. So what you do is you place the wrench on the tool, preventing the tool from rotating as you tension it. We've removed the skid plate, gaining access to the underside of the differential. Now there are differential mounting bolts. They go up through the differential mount into a little well down inside the frame. The way to get to that nut is to use a 21mm socket and drop down on the inside, taking the bolt out. In the MAXXCam 9 kit, you get a new super hardened metric bolt and this huge 2-inch washer to replace the shorter bolt that came with it. Is a differential spacer. You see it slides right in there. You're going to reinsert the new supplied bolt from SuspensionMAXX back through, aligning the frame and putting the nut back on top. And we're going to snug this up. The forward 2 spacers from SuspensionMAXX to bring down the differential. And what you need is a bent 21mm wrench in this configuration. What it's going to do, it's going to allow you to reach up and over the top of the frame and getting a hold of that nut and backing everything off. To clear this, we're going to bring this large washer down and allow it to come down with the drive axle. The bolt is going to come up. We're going to rotate the shaft. We're going to put an extension so we can guide this bolt around. That's good to hold it so we can take the other side out. Now you can see there's plenty of clearance here for the drive shaft, the CV shaft. Now we're going to show you how to install the SuspensionMAXX shock extension sleeves on the top of this 2020 Silverado. You're going to remove the shock, take out the factory studs, and install these much longer studs in place of the factory ones. Now these are calibrated for this model in the A2 position. Now that's going to raise this truck up right here. You can see we're going to have height gain right there. This side, A2 again. Install the clip. On some models, this little band right here, you can see it's bent upward. That needs to be pushed down a little bit. Backing it up with a bend wrench. That should do. We're now going to reinsert the nut.